Hey guys, and how's it going? Previously on the channel we have been working on this 19, I believe it to be a 71 John Deere 140 H3. This is the 140 I picked up from a friend of mine's house. Brought it over here and started working on it. The one with the capped off hydraulic ports and everything. Went back and watched the first video on it today and I just couldn't believe how much better this 140 looks now than it did then. Last thing that we did on this tractor is we wired it up, got the wiring harness all done in it and squared away. Everything in it now is good. I think all that we need to do now is put the carburetor on it and get it running. I did get a carburetor today. It came in a little bit earlier than I was expecting. Kind of happy about that. I hate ordering stuff from Squint Island, but can't get it made in America anymore, sadly. So, got to order it from there. And you know they're too cheap to be very good at all when, of course, they don't send you a gasket for it. But that's okay. I have a gasket down there. So, I guess let's go on ahead and let's get this carburetor put on here. Oh boy. Well, they obviously flipped that around. I had a different shaft in the picture that I saw. Definitely going to have to complain about that. Great. Oh well. I'll piss with that later. And they don't send you the one for the 200 series either. That's great. Oh well. So, I guess let's go on ahead and get this guy put on here. I don't know what we need to do. I'm guessing we really don't need to do much. Probably all we need to do is put gas in it, turn the key and see if it starts. We know it's got spark, so we're good right there. Other than that, everything on it should be good. So let's put that carb on there. I'll grab my fuel filter or my air filter. We'll get it stuck on there and get it ready. Put you guys in the stand and here we go. Let's go on ahead and dive into this little guy and see what we can find. What do we need to do first? We need to put our arm in there. Can't believe they didn't send me a gasket with it. It seems kind of stupid, but oh well, I guess. I am definitely going to have to put a different choke arm on it. Wow, that's not even threading in there very good at all. I normally get carburetors for these Kohlers from iSave Tractors. I really like their stuff. I don't like the price. That's the only thing I don't like. But the quality of them is very good. This stuff you get from China, I got this for $10. Actually, I think it was a little bit more than that, but I said it's cheap enough. I'll just do it. I'll just do that because I don't know if this tractor is going to run or not. So I went the cheap route, not the way I recommend going, but I guess it works. So we'll put this guy here. We'll put him right there. Wonder how offended YouTube's gonna be for what I said earlier. It's true. Can't get mad at me for stating the truth. Oh wait, they already do. So grab a we can leave it a little bit long, I guess. I don't care. Nah, I'm gonna cut it down. That's ridiculous how long that is. We'll cut that down a little bit. And while I'm... What was I doing? Oh, okay. And while I'm doing that, believe it or not, I am out of these. The correct one for that, I am completely out. I went over there and I looked, I didn't see one. So we're gonna have to try to do something to make this one do what I want it to. Or we can just hand operate it. Both the linkages are not very good on this for the choke or throttle. The choke linkage is going to be running the throttle. I put another linkage on there for the throttle, but for whatever reason it's having issues now, so I'm just gonna run the choke linkage as the throttle for right now until I can get another parts tractor or something with some good linkage to it. There we go. That's good. Good and tight. This has a spacer back there, which I like, instead of just the gasket. I think these are 1/2 inch, or is this a 5? No, this is a 9. Grabbed a 1/2 inch wrench. Let's see what we get. That's good and tight. How about you? That's good and tight. I have a feeling these are going to need to be adjusted. Yeah. They'll probably need to be adjusted after we get it running. We'll see. Now here's the big $1 million question. Is there anything else wrong with it besides the head that made them park it? It didn't sound like it had any knocks to it at all, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. But why won't that come out? There we go. And of course it's long gone. Away. Or it tried to. There it is. We'll get it running, and then once we get it running, we'll adjust it to where we want it to be. I think the governor on this... Yeah, I don't think I ever adjusted the governor on this tractor. I'll have to do that later. Just put back here. Get this stuck on. I don't know why they don't come with the piece that holds it in into here at all. They come with this, but they can't come with the little clip that holds it into there. Whatever. Maybe they don't know there's something that goes right there because they're right there. Oh well. They're not very smart. You got to keep that in mind, I guess. Hopefully the governor on here works. Or they think we're dumb. That's why. But with the leadership we have right now, it's unfortunately blunt to everybody. Americans are stupid. That's probably what they're saying. So, they won't notice. There we go. Now it wants to cooperate a little bit better. We'll give this a little bit more of a twist that way. See if that helps any. It might have made it worse. Bring it back that way. A smidge. Come back a little bit more. That's what I don't want right there. I don't want it popping off and this motor going all the way to hell. That's fine right there. Let me grab a something to hold that on there. I've used these little rubber pieces in the past that you get on these roofing nails, and they seem to work rather well, actually. You just pull them off like that, and it ain't gonna hurt nail any not to have it. Then you just stick it on there and holds it on. I've done that before on a couple of tractors, and I don't know, I couldn't complain. So that's what I've done. Let me grab well, let's get this cut down first. Then I'll grab the air filter housing that I have and we'll put it on there. How much fuel line do we need? Let's go with, I don't want it to be in the way of this. That's the last thing I want. We need that much right there. There we go. Have a look at that. Stuck on there. Like that. As long as they don't rub on this. And that governor works, we'll be fine. Oh well, we have a gasket now, I guess. Found this one over there. I wish they'd send them with gaskets. I don't understand why they don't. It would seem like common sense to me to include a gasket with carburetor. One for the 200 series and one for the 100 series. And also not make their thing like that. In the picture it showed it being the other way. I'm gonna definitely have to complain about that. I wish I could. I wonder if I can. But then I imagine if I complain about it, they'll want me to send it back, which I'm not doing. Because I waited too long for that. I don't know why they make them like that. There's absolutely no reason to make them like that. They know by now, well, I take that back. They probably don't know. That's not how it's supposed to be. They're not very bright. Oh well. I'm getting called racist right now, probably by the snowflakes and the Karens out there in the world. We'll put whatever, you know. Did not expect that carburetor to be here today. I wonder if it's gonna, I wonder if this Chinesium is gonna end up stripping. Well, that's not good. We're already not off to a good start. Seems like this Chinesium is stripping instead of taking the screw. I wonder if it's even threaded. Gotta be. There. Not impressed. Not impressed at all by this. I'm gonna have to find out what company it was. I'll definitely not gonna order one from them again. Wasn't I Save Tractors though. I guess I should just stick with what I know and order theirs. And that doesn't even line up with that. Oh boy, that could be interesting. This screw doesn't even look like it lines up with that screw hole. You gotta move it to get it to where it needs to be. Nope, I don't want that going in there sideways. It appears. Come on. Come on. Get in there. You know, how about instead of complaining, you just grab a smaller screwdriver or start complaining even more because this is Chinese and their Chinesium is ruining my screw. Try this again. That one grips good. Still harder than hell to put that on there. Where's that other screw from? There it goes. It's lined up enough to get it to thread, but definitely a poorly made carb, if you ask me. I will definitely be leaving a complaint in there. I guess what made me even more mad was it said it was made in the US. And of course on the box it said made in China. Unless that box is from something different, I doubt it. I don't know. On the thing it said made in US. I don't know, but I'm not too thrilled about it. I guess next time I'll just have to make sure it's made in the US. I ended up switching to a different air cleaner cover. This is not the one that I originally painted for the tractor. The other one looked a lot nicer than this one does. This came off of something else. I think I pulled this off of a Onan. I'm not completely sure. That one, unfortunately, there was a reason. You gotta be kidding me. The other one wouldn't go on there. The hole in the center was just too large and it was beat up and dented. And it wouldn't go on there. I gotta drill that out a little bit, apparently. Anyway, so that air filter, I don't remember, that air top came off of something else. And it was a lot different than this. The outside of it came out instead of going in, whereas this one it goes in, like you guys can see. That's not the way that was. That was a little bit different. I'm not sure why they made it like that, but they did. So I beat on it with a ballpoint hammer to see if I could get it how I needed it to be. And I got it where I needed it to be, but I saw light through it when I was fitting it onto this assembly. So I just figured, well, we'll put this one on here and we'll just have to live with it, I guess. So that's the route I took. Let's see, it don't look terrible on there. Let's put some gas in that tank. Let's see how many leaks we have. And after we've diagnosed all our leaks, we can try and crank over the motor and see how long it takes to kill that battery. It's got spark, so we should get a little bit of something. Until we get a rod knock and blow up the engine. Let me stop this real quick and I'll bring you back once I've got some gas. How many leaks do you guys bet we're gonna have? I'm gonna say 2. That's the highest number. I'm gonna say is probably 2, maybe 3. You know, I should go grab my siphon before I investigate in leaks. Went over there and grabbed my little siphon or drain. Gas or water. Cool. So we'll put this in here. Try not to get any gas on our freshly painted part. I don't see any dripping yet. Gotta put enough in there for it to. Any leaks? That's surprising. No leaks. That's good. I guess let's wait until we get it running to find out. Because apparently we don't have any leaks. Which is kind of surprising, if you ask me. But, well, I guess it shouldn't be surprising. And that fuel line is not anywhere near new, so give it a minute to get some gas down to the carb. Here later on, we will try to, we'll put some gas down the cylinder later. I imagine, well, yeah, we'll put some gas. We'll put a little bit of two-stroke gas down the cylinder to help it take off a little bit better. I haven't ran in a while, so give it a little bit of assistance. Got my little funnel. Let's put some gas in here and there we go. Hopefully it'll start up and run. Ready? Where's that? Don't see anything leaking still. I've been watching. Leave it loose for now, just in case it don't want to start. Ready? Let's see if it'll start. I doubt it will. You guys see that? It's running on its own. Cool! Look at that! That noise that you guys hear, it's something up here rubbing. I'm not sure what. Just ignore it. It'll go away. Let's get the door open and get it driving out. It's running on its own. Something right here. I don't know what. We'll find out what it is. That's not good. It's puffing smoke. Can't beat that. Runs good. wasn't expecting that. Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh, I was expecting something to go wrong. We got a leak. It looks like this right here is leaking. I guess we will have to fix that. Uh-oh. It's leaking a lot of oil too. Yeah, that's oil. I'm hoping the rings just need to seat, but I'm not really sure if that's the case or not. How much oil has it burned? Well, I guess it really hasn't burned much. Most of it's probably gone out the side of the motor. So, gonna have to do something about that cover. I should have left that fuel pump on there just for now, but I guess that works as a temporary fix. Damn it, that sucks. I wonder how much oil it was leaking. Couldn't have been, well, there's a drip about every foot or so, so yeah, I'd say it was probably dripping pretty bad. Oh well, at least it's not the hydro, as far as I know. Cool. So, have to do something about that, I guess. Well, other than all the other issues I was thinking I was going to have with it, didn't do half bad. Need to fix the throttle linkage, that's for sure. I can't throttle it. This is hooked up to the throttle right now. I messed with it a little bit, but I couldn't get it to throttle. I was hoping it would, so it'd go a little bit faster, but unfortunately it didn't want to throttle up any. So, oh well, that's fine. Anything else under here, or is that it? I think that is it. So, we'll have to mess with that. It almost, I'm not sure if it was or not, but it looked like it might have been charging. That definitely should have moved. More or less pulling my mount. I mounted to here because that was the only place I could really mount it to. Oh well, that's fine. I don't need to throttle it right now anyway. I need to move that coil. I'm going to move it somewhere else probably, and then put the throttle right there probably. Oh well, can't use it right now. It leaks. So we'll have to get that fixed, and then after we get that fixed, we'll run it around a little bit more. Made myself a little plug for the fuel pump. As you guys can see, it's just kind of a hillbilly farmer fix, but I mean, should last me hopefully as long as I own the tractor. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it for. I really like it, I will be honest with you, but the problem with it is it burns oil. I can find another engine for it, but I hate buying tractors just to pull the motors out of them and part them out when it's a good tractor. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it quite yet. I'm either going to sell it or maybe park it until I get another engine for it, or look around here and see if I got a tractor I can pull an engine out of and swap a motor. And then maybe, depending how that tractor is, pull some other stuff off of it and put some pieces back on it and sell it, get my money back out of the 140. So, not into it too far right now. Let's go on ahead and start it, I guess, and let's see if it leaks. We'll move it to another spot. Guys ready? Let's actually see if it'll start back up. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to move it up into a different spot. That way we're not leaking, or we're not right over where we were just leaking 5 seconds ago. For you guys it was 5 seconds ago. For me it's been a few minutes. So we'll get it, if it'll start, we'll move it up a little bit. Ready? Let's see. Started up too easy earlier. think we fixed it. Not leaking no more. Bring you guys back here later. The battery light on the camera's flashing. Status report. Just took the 140 out and drove it around. Still hasn't stopped burning. Still hasn't stopped smoking. I'm starting to think that the bore, like I figured, I'm starting to think that that's probably going to be our problem. It's going to need board or it's going to need rings. One of those two. It could even just be it needs to run a little bit more still, but I doubt that. I wonder if I ever felt it or not. Well, it's still got oil in it. It's got plenty of oil in it still, so. Yeah. And it looks clean, so I don't know. That's weird. Let's go on ahead. I should have threw you guys on the charger now that I think about it. Let's go on ahead and check our transmission before we call it quits. That's right where I had it before. It says to check it when the motor is idling or when the transmission's in neutral. We'll probably go ahead and do that. That's the way that we should be checking it probably. Yeah, it's just about full. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just start it up and let it sit here and idle. Ready? No idea what that atrocious noise is. I'm sure. I know what it is. It's up in the front. It's not the motor. I'm thinking it's the PTO. Up there, somewhere around there. Definitely going to have to take a look at it though here soon. I'm not sure when. Probably not long from now. Would like to get the throttle working and get a choke on there so I can throttle it and choke it. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Got everything done that needs to be done on it and not really much else that needs to be worked on, so I guess that's it. Not sure how long this video is. I'm probably gonna, well, I don't know if I'll make it into its own video or not doing the throttle. I guess we'll see. I gotta decide what I want to do. Do I want to sell it or do I want to get this thing fixed? Probably gonna end up looking for a 214 or a 216 to take the motor out of. Don't even bring mine up. I'm not pulling the engine out of it for this. But I'm not sure yet. I guess I'm gonna have to find out. Maybe I can find another 140 in not so nice shape, or maybe a 140 in better shape we can use to part this one out and use for that. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Not sure if this is going to be the end yet. I guess we'll see. These plugs. Why do these plugs have fluid in them? That really seems interesting. Oh well, whatever. Put the battery on the charger. If I decide to end the video here, I will. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If this ends up being the end of the video, I guess this is the end of the video. I'll probably end up getting some footage of driving it around. Maybe I'll even be able to fix that noise. So, that's it. Take care. See you next time.